What? Dog has been acting a little weird, ladies and gentlemen, and look at that. No reason. That's been like for hours, all morning long. First, good morning. Second, maybe he wants to go for a poop. I don't know. I'll give him a walk. Maybe he did want to go for a walk, I don't know. Yeah, the whole thing was a pooping call. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have been watching the vlogs from a little while, you probably know that I was shooting and writing a movie about a watch, and that movie is in post-production, but I had to postpone the whole post-production stuff because I had to shoot other stuff. Well, that watch is the same watch right now, and that is my grandpa's really old watch. The story is really interesting, and I'm not gonna get into detail in this movie because I already shot a movie telling the story of the watch, but I'm gonna tell you my story with watches. When I was a kid, I wanted two things. So one birthday, ladies and gentlemen, I got them both. I got a Tetris and I got a watch. I put immediately the watch on my wrist and I pulled the Tetris out of the box and I started playing it for the next 2 weeks. I never even looked at the watch. And after that I realized that the watch thing was one of those objects that you desire only because other people around you have it. And it's like, as a child, requires you to have one. And then I realized that I don't really need that. I don't want it. But I had it. I used it for a while, and after that I really stopped caring about watches. And just recently, like 2 weeks ago, I started doing these time lapses with my phone, and my phone is my primary object that I go to see what time is it. And when I'm doing these time lapses, I'm hours without a watch and I have no idea what time is it. And when having a schedule, knowing what time is it, is important to keep that schedule up. So I decided to get that watch up and running and put it on my wrist and have it. Give me an idea. Now I need to make the transition between looking at my phone and actually looking on my wrist. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just had to come to my grandma's and pick some pipes and some lights and stuff that I'm gonna be needing on Friday. So yeah, that's that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm making these time lapses now in the vlogs, when I change the format a little bit, I start to realize a couple of things. When I'm doing the time lapse, I usually go out. I try to find interesting places and just angles to film my setup, at least 2 cameras and sometimes even 3, and I sit down and I think about stuff and I read and I look at people and the shots and everything, but we lose and we waste so much daily time checking Facebook, checking mails, walking around, looking through the windows. So much time. And even now, when I make the time lapses, I see it around, yes, but I'm making the time lapses. I don't know. I get all the time that we can lose through the day and make something that gives me the ability to sit around. Does that make sense? I hope so. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for some reason, I feel tired. It's 11 o'clock. I usually don't go to bed that early, but I believe I'll go to bed. Get nice. I don't know. What does it make? Well, at least good 8 hours. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. Good night.